Hey guys, I am live while mom's getting a hold of some stuff. I hope everybody's having a good Friday. Anyway, please share this out. Let everybody know I'm live. But yeah, I wanted to go on for a little bit and hang out with you guys. While my dog kind of grumbles at me. And grumbles again. Bum, 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 bum.
I put this in my mouth.
Whatever you were crinkling that bag, that she's growling at you because she wants whatever you got. My dog is crazy, I swear.
Not food. Oh, you're pathetic.
And she must be hungry. I know it's past 12 o'clock here. It's almost 12:30. And I've worked a pretty full schedule this entire week. Tonight is my 5th day this pay period to get some hours in. I thought before last night I had almost 15 hours, and I'll work about 4 to 5 hours each day that I do work. And sometimes 5.5, it just depends. And so yeah, I got a pretty full check this time around. I'm surprised. Holidays coming up and whatnot. They definitely have me set up to where I am part-time. So I'm only supposed to work under 20 hours. But here lately, they've been needing people to come in and help. And I tell them I don't mind helping out. And I'm one of those people they come and get. And because I don't have a vehicle to my name, that's one of the reasons why I did get this job, is to get a vehicle. And so I've been back and forth all week. Been working nonstop. I've even on my phone I have a thing where it counts your steps. And even though, well, just about every day this week I've been doing over 5,000 steps each time I do work. So I've been a busy little bee. Now I've been I'm trying to also save some money back for not, I don't know, with funds and everything, but we have a Toys for Tots type of drive. Hey Chin, it's good to see you. And it's I got to meet the person that comes in and checks the boxes, and he started doing that for the county in memory of his daughter and his ex-wife or first wife. I think he was widowed, but he done it in memory of them because they both love Christmas so much. And so for me, I plan on putting buying up some things to put in the Toys for Tots. Probably not going to be the most expensive, but I want to get as much as I can, not necessarily of one thing, but as much as I can within my means to donate to that Toys for Tots. So that's going to be that's something that we tried to start on my birthday doing, because it's 3 weeks before Christmas to the day. Around my birthday, that's what we tend to do. Even if we can only afford like 1 or 2 toys to put in the box, or get a little get an angel off of one of those angel trees. Now those angel trees has sizes, what the child likes, and you get to go Christmas shopping for that one child, or however many angels you wanted to pick up. And if I knew that where an angel tree was at, I would probably go to the angel tree and get a couple of those. But how are you doing, Jen? It's good to see you. Happy Friday. I know it's gonna be a little slow for today because part of it is Friday and part of it is it's lunchtime. People still working and whatnot. Yeah, those kids deserve it. I mean, and me personally, the parents already are dealing with enough and they have a hard time, um, a lot of times getting gifts for their kids. And those that are unfortunate and need that little extra help, it makes me feel good to help kids out and help them have something nice, something that they could smile about when they open up on Christmas. So that's one of the reasons why I do stuff like that, like the Toys for Tots and the Angel Tree and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, this week has been crazy. It really has. Uh, People are starting to get a little grouchy. And as a retail worker, it gets frustrating because, yes, I understand where you're coming from with your frustration. Me as a worker, there is nothing that I can do to make something get to our store faster. Um, and people have been driving to different stores just to either get the sale price on whatever the product is, or there is a shortage and everybody's having to find where, like cat food is a big thing. I know my mom specifically gets like those really big cans of cat food. It's almost like the size of a um, can of beans type of can of cat food. And those are few and far between, but I started noticing that there's people buying in bulk. Once they find it, they buy in bulk and they buy every single one of them. And I'm like, no wonder we're on a shortage because everybody's grabbing everything up. And people are like starting to get impatient. I've noticed that. And it's like, me as a worker, I have no say so. Even the manager of the type of stores I'm in are not, um because it runs through the computer. It doesn't run through our management to be able to order what we need. And so we get in a bond, like, if even if there's we got a surplus of one thing, we don't have enough of something else in the store. And it gets really frustrating, but there's nothing we can do about it. Oh, Lori, happy birthday. It is good to see you and thank you for being here. Definitely big happy birthday to you. So, if you are one of those people that gets frustrated, gets impatient, and ends up being the type that takes things out on the workers of a store, please have some understanding. Not every store works in the same way. And I'm talking about across all different companies, not just one type of store. um, have some patience. They are working really, really hard. And, you know, it's hard on the worker as much it is on the customers. When there's something that they can't bring out for people to be able to buy, it is a little disappointing. Um, I'm the type of person, I feel that, like, when the store don't have certain things and we just don't have them. uh I get disappointed too, but I know it's not my fault and there's nothing I can do about it. And so I feel for the customer when they're asking for something specific and I can't get it for them. So please, this holiday season, be a little kinder to the cashiers, the people that are helping you in stores. Just a little bit kinder. Because it does get rough for the workers during the holiday season. But yeah, I'm gonna have to work Thanksgiving, but luckily my family tends to work around stuff like that. So I'm kind of happy with that. I work that evening and we'll probably do something for lunch. I don't know. Right off the top of my head. And but yeah, I'll probably get to see my sister this Thanksgiving. Yay. That's really frustrating, especially when you're trying to get ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Yes. Um, it is. It is frustrating. And you never know. You might end up taking your frustration out on the worker, and the worker ends up getting frustrated, and it ruins their whole day. So their momentum and their motivation for that day ends up being down because they they got this on them, and due to the shortages and whatnot, definitely a lot more frustrating. The more um the more that the workers try to do to help the customers, the more it seems like sometimes um it just gets very frustrating. But yeah, we've all this week has been nothing but a waiting game. Initially, trucks that were supposed to deliver were running behind, and the schedule that we were initially go, doing ended up going out of whack. So this week has been a little bit more whacked up. But yeah, Thanksgiving and the day after, at least I'm working that night and not during the daytime, not first thing in the morning. That is really frustrating. Uh, my store has quite a few sales going on, so I'm happy about that. And notice that there's a lot more people going for those sales this week. So been very busy. Tonight's Friday night, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be even busier. Uh, but very very thankful that like I've got a job and something to do. And as much as like I've been working, I work sometimes at just the register, and it gets very frustrating because I'm standing and like my body's like, no, you got to be moving around. And so it gets really painful. And last night I worked on the register and I was sore. I was like, I was like, well, this ain't gonna work. um, okay. And my dog is snoring. It's just gonna be a lazy Friday until I have to go work. uh, and you guys, I've been playing these a couple games. One of them is Hunters Corp. Um, Ghost Dog is getting a lot better at it, by the way. He went live on Trovo. Yes, last night. You guys might want to check out the replay. See how well he done. He the turkey, him, I call him a turkey because he went live when I was at work and I could not sit there and watch him play. So sorry about that. And it's really hard to watch the replay for me because of my internet. But you guys check out Ghost Dog on Trovo, and you get to see him playing games and whatnot. Uh, I will say Ghost Hunters Corp drastically different than Phasmophobia. It's Phasmophobia is basically you go investigate, you discover what the ghost is, and you get to leave, and then you get money for what you end up for the evidence, objectives, and whatnot. And Ghost Hunters Corp is very much different in that you've got to figure out the evidence, record it in your tablet. You got to figure out what the ghost is, and it's not based on what like Phasmophobia is. If you get a certain level of like EMF, or you see ghost orbs or ghost riding, you basically have to deduct what it is. Hey, Cody, my nephew, how are you? And with Ghost Hunters Corp, once you figure out what the ghost is and you got some of the evidence, you then have to use the tools they have to perform an exorcism, like get rid of the ghost before it kills you in the game. And I love the maps. I like some of the different equipment they have. That is good, Cody. That is really good. I'm glad you're doing well. But the thing is, a lot of times those once you do a few games, do a few, I guess you call it, do rounds of Ghost Hunters Corp, a lot of that equipment will disappear. Not just when you get killed or when the other person gets killed, um it just disappears. And I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, this is not going the way I thought it would. And now they've got some new, as you level up, they'll have harder and harder investigations to do. And you got to figure the principles that you start in the beginning is still the same when you go do these investigations, but it's a little bit harder because you may or may not have any equipment whatsoever. So there's that. And but yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some gameplay recordings of that and making them into videos. I have a bunch of rounds of Phasmophobia with different friends that I'm willing to post here on YouTube, and you guys get to enjoy watching us play Phasmophobia, whether I get killed or whether I got beat, or everybody died. I'm still willing to post that. I think it's pretty fun to not only watch when somebody does good, but also when mistakes were made. So definitely a for me a good thing. Also, I will be going back into Spectrum Retreat. For those of you that have seen those videos, I'm going back into that and playing floor number 4. This is going to get interesting. Over halfway through the game already on Spectrum Retreat. So definitely be on the lookout for some videos on that. As far as live streaming, I'm not sure what all I'm going to be doing. And so my schedule for streaming is going to be completely different than what I'm wanting to do and what I'm used to. Definitely ready for the holidays. Hoping that I can get a vehicle soon and be able to pay it forward and help others out some way, shape, or form. And Jen, if you want to drop you guys' PayPal into the chat, you're more than welcome to. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because of the fact that the GoFundMe has been shut down for some reason. Still have no clue as to why that is, but I'm hoping and praying that it's not what I think it is. But it's not right. A lot of people, I believe, had gotten their refund from PayPal, or not PayPal, GoFundMe, for the donations that were already sent. And if anybody is wanting to donate to help Jen and Eddie and their 3 kids, Cody, Manny, and Tony, all are special needs. They're in a process of trying to move now. They keep wanting to raise the rent, and they're not fixing the things that they're supposed to fix in the apartment they're in. And they're at their wits' end. It's not really a safe place to be. And if you guys haven't checked out their videos on it, I would suggest going over to Eddie and Jen the Vlogs and Then Some's channel and watch those videos, which explains a lot of what is going on just within the past almost 6 months. that they've been there. So they are actively trying um to move. They are trying to find a way to get out of their situation. And as far as I know, Eddie does work. He does work with DoorDash. I know they even had a issue with their vehicle that he uses to, not only take the kids to take them to appointments and stuff. It's also what he uses for DoorDash, and I think the something about the brakes need to be fixing. So definitely, they're in need of help, especially to move out. And if you guys want to donate, you're more than welcome to. Definitely donate to the PayPal. You guys that have me on Twitter, you guys have seen me post about it or retweet it. Please check it out. And if you're wanting to donate to help them out, that's the link that you will need to use. Let me see if I got it on my thing. I think I got it somewhere. It's hiding from me. There it is. And I'll put it in. Oh, thank you, Jen. I'm gonna pin the message. So if you guys want to help out, there's the link for that. But yeah, I've been kind of wanting to hang out, wanting to spend more time online, but that does not happen while I'm working. I am always, I've been feeling bad and useless because I'm not able to support everybody I want to support. And part of it is because I'm working around the times that people are going live. I do try to check out the replays if I can. But yeah, it seems like I'm slacking a little bit on the supporting others thing that I always do. But I'm trying my best. That's all I can do. Because I do get really busy, guys. You knew. So, yeah, just wanted to give everybody some updates on what's going on with me. Basically just working and dealing with stuff there, and just trying my best to help people out as much as I can. It doesn't always work in the way I want it to, but hey, at least if you're trying, Oh, no problem, Jen. I love you guys. I hate that you guys are in that situation. And definitely, getting the word out is just as important as donating, because even if you cannot donate but so much, sharing it out and letting others know about it, where other people have the opportunity to donate to help, that's just as big as help as donating yourself, if you can. And if you can't donate, that's fine. Getting the word out, letting people know what's going on. And, stuff like that. That is really, really important. And it's always greatly appreciated, no matter what the situation is. And Jen is my bestie. She has been my bestie for a couple years now, and seeing going through this kind of struggle really hurts me to see them in that. And it's kind of it is hard on me, and I do worry, but I pray about it. And like I said, I do my best to keep everybody, if people ask me, I just kind of give them a little update here or there. I do my best to let people know about it. Hell, I mean, especially when I needed help the most last year around this time. I know quite a few people stepped up and spent time talking to me, and Jen and Eddie had stepped up when I really was in a situation, and they were there for me, just spending time with me, talking me through some of it, and just kind of giving me a encouragement and reassurance. That was the biggest thing. And I love that family to death. And I hate that they're stuck in this situation. I really, really am. But they are trying. They are trying their hardest to be able to move out. And I'm hoping that soon that they will be able to move out of where they're at and be somewhere more safe. So exactly, Jen, that's what friends are for. We have each other's back, and when push comes to shove, and just tell Eddie I'm sorry that I keep bringing it up, but I know how I kind of know how he feels, and I understand it, but I do want to do what I can to help you guys out. And I know you guys are struggling, and y'all are trying to do what's best for you and your family, and this is the best way to do to help. So I just hope he ain't mad at me. But I love you guys. And I definitely wish all the best for you guys and everybody, And in some ways, I am kind of like Eddie. I'm really stubborn, but if I need help, I will say something. He's right here listening, just shared you out. Oh, thank you, Eddie. And thank you all for sharing me out. I greatly appreciate you guys. And yes, Eddie, I know you're probably mad at me. I am sorry. But I'm going to do what I can to try to help you guys as much as I can. By getting the word out, if I can donate, I'll try to donate where I can. No, never be mad at you. Oh. But yeah, I'm hoping to one of these days be able to go down there and um to Texas, even if it's just for a little bit, and either visit for a few days or go down there to live eventually. That is something that, I mean, I've always thought about, is moving out of my comfort zone. I've always lived in North Carolina. Um with the exception of last year, I was going out of state to West Virginia and to South Carolina for a few months. But I came back here um, to North Carolina. I know this area really, really well, but I kind of want to branch out and um, try to make it on my own. It's going to be rough, but my first step was to get a job in order to get me a car. Um, Actually, Eddie and Jen, whenever I get me a car and I can get some time off, I plan on um, making the trek with my vehicle right down to you guys and hang out with y'all for a while. Definitely planning on that. So I'll give you guys a heads up before I decide to actually pack up and head that way, just to make sure you guys are there and not out visiting other people. And then I know in June there is something that is going on. Um, that what the paranormal does every year, or the last few years, the last 5 years, I believe. And it's just like a great big meetup of all different kinds of YouTube creators and whatnot. I would love to be able to be a part of that. I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try to make it when they have that. And I can't wait to be there. And I so want to meet everybody. I really, really do. That's another goal of mine, is to meet up with a lot of creators, and don't necessarily mean live streaming and collabing and stuff, but be there, meet them, hang out with them for a while, get to do something fun, and that sort of thing. But yeah, gotta deal with work first. um Internet situation has really not gotten worse, as it's not gotten better either. Unfortunately, that is something that's the next thing on my list to do, is work towards getting something different. Um, we still got the AT&T DSL crap. It doesn't work quite as, I mean, it's not high speed or anything, but it's at that point where you never know how much more it's going to get throttled back, and you don't know how much more um that, like, I can take of it. Like, it takes a few hours to even upload a video. I have planned out, like, when I am able to be out and about, I'm going to be testing some areas that have decent Wi-Fi, and maybe upload some videos that way, see if it's going to work for which areas are going to work for me the best. So definitely going to be working on all that. at some point when I have some time off. Uh, gonna be working towards. I'm think people are starting to make me think that like at work, because the way I do talk, and I'm pretty from what they were saying, I'm pretty good with the customers and the coworkers all together. Um, they're talking about suggesting that I become a um what they call a manager on duty. That's the person that has to run the keys, either open and close, uh the one that deals with the customers, even customer complaints, um and that sort of thing. Don't know how well I'll do, but I don't think I'm ready for that just yet. Hey, Dustin, how are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Um, definitely want to encourage everybody. I know a lot of people is having it rough. It is the holidays, and um people are frustrated. Things are starting to get in a shortage and everything. I just want everybody to be encouraged to, you know, and I don't want this to sound bad, but be a little stubborn. If something is not working for you in the right manner, or, you know, if something is not there, see if you can find an alternative. Find something that maybe, if it comes to like cat food, dog food, that sort of thing, that shortage where you can barely find anything, maybe find an alternative, maybe find a recipe that you can make your own cat food and dog food. Figure out what is the best thing that you can make that is on the cheaper side for your animals. And a lot of times, and the dog is snoring and is driving me up the wall. um, but find an alternative. If there's something that you need that you cannot like make as far as like the food, maybe it's something that you were looking forward to getting, but it's coming from a cargo ship or whatever that is being stalled out right now. um I encourage you to have some patience. It's probably going to take a little while. You just never know what's going to happen. And if you live in the state that is having these issues going on where things are being stalled out, I encourage you to go to your Congress people, the lawmakers, get petitions started, maybe write to them, email them directly, maybe leave a message for them and tell them how you feel. Let people know there's always something that you can do, even if it seems to make you feel a little defeated. Keep trying, go different avenues, talk to people that may have had more success in whatever it is that you're looking for. Maybe they can help you as well. Reach out to people. So just do your best and keep plugging along as best as you can. That's the best thing I can say. Because what with me, a lot of people say I'm stubborn, and sometimes being stubborn it can be a good thing. A lot of people see it as a negative thing, but I see it as a good thing because even with my internet the way it is, I've had to really work on being patient and work around things. I've had to figure out what is the best route for me to live stream, to do um, videos, have the right settings for my videos so it will upload decently. Have and also I'm one of those people that I can teach people different things to work with their internet if they are in the same boat. And if it wasn't for me being stubborn, I wouldn't have that knowledge now. So definitely want to encourage being just a little bit stubborn and do your best to work around the situation that you're dealing with. And if you need any help, just go to somebody that you know may have some answers and they may be able to help you out. Definitely hope hopefully in a better place. I just hope and pray we'll be we'll be there if we have the money and vehicle. Yes, I will. I hope to be able to see you guys. And one thing my mom has brought up to me out of everybody that she knows about through being able to like talk, well, she don't necessarily talk, but she does a lot of listening. She listens to me and the walls are thin. She don't go and say much. But she said out of everybody, she trusts Eddie and Jen the most. It's like if she knows I am going to meet up with you guys or live near you guys, she knows that I'm going to be in a safer place, that I'm not going to be where I was at about a year ago. For those that do know about that situation, you guys will understand where my mom's coming from with that. And hell, she even said she loved you guys. She does. And I believe she also is one of those people that loves to lurk, not just like streaming and stuff, but she will watch videos. She will, because from me doing YouTube, she understands how that whole process works, and she's like every little cent that comes through with an ad and all that stuff, it all counts to help them. So I'm gonna do that. So she watches videos where she can of you guys as well. And but she loves you guys too. Even my mom does. My mom's got gave y'all the seal of approval. But I would definitely love to meet up with you guys at the meetup. So, but unfortunately, I got to get off of here in just a couple of minutes. I want to thank everybody for being here, the lurkers, the people that have been here chit chatting, Jen, Cody, Dustin, Lori, and I want to give a big, huge happy birthday to Lori as well, because today is her birthday. And I'm going to try to stream, but I'm going to try to stream sometime next week because you guys know my dad's at home. He's always on the computer on the weekends, and it becomes really hard um to get some time unless I do it late at night streaming. So I want to say much love to each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And always remember, you never know what's out there until you spread your wings and fly.